Well, hello everyone. Welcome again to Milkyway Astrology. Let's talk about how to predict marriage. Using my client's chart, he gave me permission to use his chart for the prediction of marriage. It's a male's chart, and he already got married once, but it got cancelled, called off. So now he's looking for his second marriage timing. Okay, for that we have to look at 7th house along with 9th house. I have already made a video on this, so you can check it for more details. So anyway, first of all, we always have to look at whether the horoscope allows marriage. Like I said earlier, this guy already got married once, so that means the chart is allowing marriage. But still, let's go through the basics. 7th house is Scorpio, and the 7th lord is also there. It is creating Mangal Dosha. Mars is Mangal, so Mars placement, if it's in 1st house, 2nd house, 4th house, 7th house, 8th house, or 12th house, it creates some aggression in the marriage, aggression, obsession, overprotection, manipulation, these sort of things. Whatever you can see with Mars's over influence, that will be seen either from this person or from his partner or from both of them. Okay, so this is the effect of Mangal Dosha. So that is why it is said that usually a person with Mangal Dosha has to marry another person with Mangal Dosha, because they can handle whatever Mangal's effect is there, like this overprotection, obsession. If the other person also has these kind of qualities, then minus into minus becomes plus. They can handle each other. Otherwise, if the other person is in plus mode, then minus into plus becomes minus. So anyway, like I said, Mars in the 7th house, then we have to look at the 9th house also. 9th house is where we have Venus, and Venus is with its friend Rahu, and Venus in a friendly sign Capricorn. So it's a good placement for Venus. And in the Navamsha, we see that the 7th lord Mars is the Navamsha lord. So that's a good thing. That means Navamsha is also looked for luck, fortune in the life. Okay, good fortune. So Mars is being the ruler in the 11th house. It's a Badaka position for Mars, but Mars is also in Parivartana with the Saturn. So they both are exchanging places, so it's not a bad position for Mars. And 11th house of Navamsha is also the gains of Navamsha. So Mars's position is better than neutral, like more than average position. Then 4th lord Moon is also there, so comfort is also there, supporting Mars. So it's a good position for Mars. We can conclude that. Then Venus is the 9th. Venus is in the 9th house here, and here it's in the 12th house exalted. It's in retrograde. That means in the beginning it cannot experience that exaltation effect, but in later times, when he is going through his 30s, late 30s, early 40s, it will become better. After going through breaks in partnership. Okay, so this person must have had already like breaks in his relationships. Marital relationship also broken down once. So I can say that this Venus is strong right now. Then we have to look at Saturn, the 9th lord. Saturn is in the 8th house. You know already, Saturn is the Karaka of the 8th house. So it can handle the 8th house position, and it can handle Scorpio's effects. And like I said, it is also Parivartana with Mars. So that means Saturn is also acting like it is in the 11th house. 11th house is Aquarius, Saturn's Mool Trikona position. So Saturn is also in good dignity here. Okay. So Mars, Venus, Saturn, all of them are in good position in the Navamsha. So that means the chart is not denying marriage. But yes, problems can be there. It was there, it is there, and it will be there to some extent. But it will be lesser. In the past, it was higher. But when you get older and older, when this person gets older and older, it gets lesser and lesser because he finishes all the negative karmas. That's how planets work, especially Saturn. It will first give you all the pending work, pending karma. You have to go through pains, go through transformations. Once you finish that, it will start giving you all the good fruits. Then currently he is going through Sun Dasha, Sun Mahadasha, and Jupiter Antradasha. Sun and Jupiter are 7 to 7. They both are opposite to each other. I always say this, like when the Mahadasha and Antradasha planet are 7 to 7 axis in the birth chart or in the Navamsha, it also shows some signification related to marriage. The next Dasha, Yogini. In Yogini, we see that Mars and Saturn. Let's go back to ascendant. Mars and Saturn. Mars is the 7th lord, Saturn is the 9th lord. So yes, that also shows. Mars and Venus also, because Mars in the 7th house, Venus in the 9th house. They both also show. Mars Rahu also shows. So all these things are showing. Here you can see Charadasha, Scorpio, Virgo. Scorpio is the 7th house. So definitely Scorpio Dasha is continuing for next many years. So Scorpio is strongly showing marriage related prospects. Then currently he is going through Virgo Dasha. Virgo is the 5th lord, shows romantic encounters, pre-marriage encounters also, because 5th house shows pre-marriage, like engagement related encounters also. And then 5th house is aspecting the 8th house, 11th house and 2nd house. All of them are showing money related prospects. But we need to see if it is showing marriage related prospects. Like Virgo is showing marriage related prospects, like pre-marriage, like I said. Leo, the next Dasha is Leo, Antradasha. Leo is aspecting 6th house, 9th house and 12th house, right? So 9th house is second marriage related house, and then Venus is also there. So Leo is connected to second marriage related prospects. Okay, so Scorpio Leo becomes strong. Also, this horoscope is also supporting Ashtotri Dasha. So we have to look at Ashtotri also. So let me open Ashtotri Dasha. In the Ashtotri, currently the Mahadasha planet is Mercury. Mercury is the 2nd lord and 5th lord. Okay. And the Antradasha is Venus. Venus is the Dharakaraka and Venus is the natural Dharakaraka. Okay. And then Mercury is ruling the 5th house also. So like I said, 5th house is showing pre-engagement related things, and in general 5th house is also the Bhavat Bhavam of the 9th house. So that also shows marriage related prospects. So Mercury, Venus, they both are also friends, and from Mercury, Venus is in the 2nd house. In the Navamsha, Mercury and Venus, they both are opposite to each other and they both are exalted. So that is also a good position. So overall we see that all the dashas are supporting marriage prospects. Now our job is to go towards the transit. Before that, we have to look at the moon chart also. Let me open it here. From the moon chart, the 7th house is Capricorn, 7th lord is in the 6th house. 9th house is Pisces and 9th lord is Jupiter, and it's in the 12th house. So like I said, the current dasha, Sun, Jupiter, they both are opposite to each other. And then 7th house has Venus, 9th lord is in the 12th house. So that means it is showing that the second marriage can happen through some foreign connections. Like the second partner can be from foreign culture or from foreign territories, like the person living in foreign country, or a person is from foreign culture. Like it can be the same person, like a person who's from India, but maybe born and brought up in foreign country, or brought up in foreign country, spending a lot of time in foreign country. That kind of theme also can be there. So now let's go back to the ascendant, and we have to further look for transit. So in the transit, we have to look for the planetary positions. So the second lord, fourth lord, seventh lord, ninth lord, and the 11th lord, all these things we have to look for. For the first marriage, we have to look for second house, fourth house, seventh house, and the 11th house. But for the second marriage, we have to look for 2, 4, 7, 9, and 11. Okay. So currently, Sun, Saturn, Mercury, all of them are here. So it shows some transformation in his career because all the 8th house planets are coming to the 10th house. Sun Jupiter Dasha in the Navamsha, it is very strongly posited. Like I told you here, that Sun Jupiter in the 9th house of Navamsha, definitely it is strongly showing luck of Navamsha. Navamsha chart itself is D9. That means the chart entirely shows how luck will be manifesting in your life. And 9th house shows the actual luck. And this is the luckiest of his period. Is the luckiest of all the times. And the best part is Sun is in a friendly sign. Jupiter is in its own sign. Sun and Jupiter are friends. They both are in the 9th house. And the Lagna Lord is also in the 11th house. So it shows definite luck related things. Huge luck related things in this time. Sun and Jupiter are moving towards the first house. From the mid of May, we see that Sun, Jupiter, they both are in the first house, aspecting the 7th house, and Mars is also there. Jupiter is not only aspecting the 7th house, also aspecting the 9th house. Okay. And Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, they both all are scattered here. So Saturn is also aspecting the 7th house, but we need Venus. Venus's license, like Venus also has to support because Venus is in the 9th house and Venus is the Dharakaraka, right? So let's move Venus also here. Venus, Jupiter and Sun, all of them are in the first house aspecting the 7th house. And then Mercury. Mercury is the 5th lord, second lord. Let's move, in this time we see Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, all of them like second lord, fourth lord, then what is that? 11th lord. All of them are here in the first house. And then Venus also the first lord, so that is also there. All of them are aspecting the 7th house. Then Mars, the 7th lord, is in the 11th house of gains. Then the 9th lord is in the 10th house in a very strong position, Mool Trikona position. Saturn also does well in the 10th house, and it is aspecting the 7th house through its 10th aspect. So this is a good period, like the end of May. 12th house is also ruled by Mars. So if we move Mars there, one day afterwards, Mars is also aspecting the 7th house through its 8th aspect. So now what do we see? Second lord, 4th lord, 7th lord, 11th lord. All of them are aspecting the 7th house. And then Saturn is also aspecting the 7th house. Saturn being the 9th lord in the 10th house, very strongly posited, is also aspecting the 7th house. So marriage related prospects are very strong. And one other thing I forgot to tell you is that this person is running through his 35th year period. He was born in 1990. Currently, he is running through his 35th year period. 35th year is activating the 11th house, house of gains. Definitely this year can bring gains for him. That can be any type of gains. 7th house related gains, 10th house related gains, whatever it is. Okay. And it is also ruled by Jupiter. The 11th lord is also here in the first house, aspecting 7th house, 9th house, and the 5th house. 5th house is pre-marriage, 7th house is marriage, 9th house is after marriage. And here we see that the 9th house is acting as the second marriage, like it becomes important for marriage also. So both 7th and 9th, both of them are aspected by Jupiter. 5th house is also aspected by Jupiter. 5th lord is also here. So since all of them are showing marriage prospects, I would call this day as the important time. And we also see that this person is going through Sun, Jupiter, Moon Dasha. Like I said, Sun, Jupiter, As you can see, they are in the ninth house of Navamsha, definitely showing strong gains. And Moon is in the 11th house. Moon is the lord of the 4th house, comfort of marriage. The 4th house of Navamsha shows comfort in marriage. Comfort in marriage. After marriage, what kind of comfort you are getting? It's in the gains of marriage, gains of Navamsha. So it shows that he is gaining the comfort in this time, Sun, Jupiter, Moon time. Sun, Jupiter, Mars time also shows the same thing. And from 4th June itself, he is entering his Sun, Jupiter, Mars Dasha. Like I always tell you that the Antra Dasha, Pratyantra Dasha, no matter how accurate your software is, there can be difference, 2-3 days difference always can be there. That is why I will always tell him that around this date, he will get marriage related activities. Like it can be engagement or it can be actual marriage. And if you look at moon chart, you can see that again 11th house is activated because 35th year. Then Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, all of them are aspecting the 5th house. Like I said, 5th house also shows pre-marriage related things like engagement, romantic encounters. See, anytime you can get romantic encounter, but when these kind of planets are sitting there and showing aspecting 5th house, then it becomes strong romantic encounter. Like this is the person I'm gonna live with. That kind of fixed romantic encounter it could be. Then Jupiter is not only aspecting 5th house, also aspecting the 7th house. Jupiter being the 9th lord, aspecting 7th house and 5th house. Then 2nd lord Sun is there, 4th lord Venus is there, 7th lord Saturn is in the 8th house, very strongly posited, and it is also aspecting the 5th house. Then 11th lord is also Venus, it is also there. So we see that moon chart is also not denying, it is also showing strong prospects. So definitely this time is going to bring some marriage related strong prospects. Okay, either it can be choosing the partner, or it can be engaging with the partner, or it can be marriage also. Either one of these three things will happen in this time. So this is how you can see. And we have already seen all the dashas are supporting planetary position, everything. So that's all. I am concluding it. So it can be first or third also we can say. Like I said, around that date. Like you can say 1 week before, 1 week after. So that's it. So this is the date I'm going to give him. So this is how you can predict. So thank you so much for listening, and I will make these kind of videos on different prediction techniques in the later times also. Thank you so much for listening. Subscribe to my channel, and goodbye.